Just after 4 o'clock on a busy afternoon in the centre of Melbourne's shopping district, a four-wheel drive is set alight. Those on the street watching in horror as a man who had already stabbed passers-by turns his knife on police. Officers try to subdue him with anything to hand. One man even pushes a shopping trolley towards him. As he continues to attack, one officer pulls out a firearm and shoots him once in the chest.
Someone has driven a car that's exploded right out of the front of my house. This is full on.
It was an attack witnessed by dozens of people.
I was just coming to get my nails done, and all of these police cars started crowding around us, and we couldn't really see anything until we saw a guy running across the tram tracks of Bourke Street and the police running backwards, and then we heard a gunshot go off.
3 men were stabbed, one dying from his injuries, and police have confirmed that the attacker later died in hospital too.
From what we know of that individual, we are treating this as a terrorism incident. He's known to police mainly in respect to relatives that he has that are certainly persons of interest to us. And he's someone that accordingly is known to both Victoria Police and the Federal Intelligence Authority.
Police say the attacker came from Somalia in the 1990s and previously had only been charged with minor offences, traffic violations and smoking cannabis. Investigators say the vehicle he drove down Bourke Street was filled with barbecue-style gas bottles before being set on fire. Police say they don't believe there's an ongoing threat, but more officers will be deployed at events around the city this weekend, especially as Christmas shopping begins.
We will not, as a city and a state, be defined by this act of evil. We'll simply refuse to do that. We will go about our business this weekend and every weekend because we are bigger and stronger than this. We will not be defined by this. But we're not ignorant to the challenges we face.
Police say they had no information to suggest that anything like this would happen in Melbourne on Friday. But Australia's government has been saying for some time that ideologically inspired violence here is likely. So while this attack was a shock, an attack is not. Andrew Thomas, Al Jazeera, Sydney.